Last night on stream, we spent like 45 minutes going over all of the drone sightings in New Jersey, and now the drones have spread out beyond New Jersey like locusts. It's like this plague that's sweeping through with all of these unidentified drones. And all of like government officials are kind of talking around it and saying things that like they don't know what it is, and no one's like giving any real information, so it just keeps like festering, like more and more like paranoia is brewing about all of these drones. And this is a real thing. This isn't like some kind of like made up nonsense mumbo jumbo about some crackpot conspiracy cooked up by a galaxy gas addicted weirdo who's talking about how they know for sure that leprechauns are real and they just spotted 5 gnomes that ran across the interstate on their commute to work. This is a real thing. Tons and tons of residents are reporting drone sightings, and tons of videos exist of all of these weird aircraft that are floating overhead. Now, there are so many videos that are being talked about that are claimed to be like these mysterious drones that are actually just airplanes. Like, I read a story about how some people shined the laser at a FedEx flight thinking that it was a drone, and then they're still saying like they lasered a drone. It's like a lot of it is planes. Full stop. We're starting to regress right now, like, you know, uncontacted tribes when a helicopter flies overhead and like everyone's like really confused and like wondering what the fuck is going on. That right now is happening to a lot of people in New Jersey. Anytime like a plane is overhead, they start freaking out, like wondering what's going on with the sky gods up there. But it stemmed from a real thing, and is still a real thing with all of these fucking drone sightings. So I'll play some clips from the stream, and I also contacted some experts about it that have like real understanding of this kind of subject, so I got them on the horn to kind of get their perspective on it too, but I'll start with the stream clips. So what's up with the drones? Brother, I actually don't know. There's so many drone... evidence is the wrong word, because like there's videos and stuff, but then there's also equal parts reporting that people are like shining lasers at FedEx flights. So like people are now just confusing drones with like actual planes and shit. So it's so weird. But they are everywhere in Jersey apparently.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
This is what I'm fucking saying. Like there are some real ones like drones, but then some of these are just a fucking plane. This is the problem. Like, there are, like, real things like this that then start just muddying everything, so people just get so fucking paranoid that everything becomes that thing, right? Like, everyone knows planes. We've all grown up knowing planes. But because of, like, one weird thing, well, it was actually a few weird things with the drones and the lights, now all of a sudden, anytime there's something in the air with lights, people are like, oh, more fucking government surveillance, drones, and aliens. So here's the thing. There was one of these bitches that crashed, and I think it was the authorities said that you're not allowed to go to the crash site. You have to call it in so that they can go handle it. So it just adds to the mystery. So that's why people get like so lost in the hysteria that all of a sudden now they're shining lasers at just airplanes. I'm in New Jersey, and they are VTOL UAVs within Transwing Technology Terradynamics. What the fuck was that sentence? They have a contract with the Navy and are testing out of Philly and Maryland since November. I don't think it's aliens or anything. I think it's very weird though, because you could absolutely just come out and say something about it, that it's military testing exercises. Like that was like the standard protocol for old UFO shit. But the fact that they're not just continues to let this snowball, and people are getting more and more fucking paranoid about it. Like pretty soon they're gonna have people like fully converting to like eyes on them. Look up the Terradynamics XP4 drone. They're saying drones are like normal quadcopter configuration during hover, then transform into winged aircraft. The XP4 has this exact same patented technology called the transwing. Let me see. XP4. The XP4 from Terradynamics. Wait, oh my god, wait, what? Hold on. This is the perfect still image to stop on, because look at this. The very first drone on their website is literally that drone. That is 100% the same aircraft. So who is Terradynamics then, Poke? You seem to be pretty knowledgeable on this company. What are they? It's an alien front company. Yeah, they're testing their new drones on our planet. What if one of those drone racers chased one and initiated a high-speed drones... That's a good point. Why haven't anyone, like, tried to chase him down? Cops tried chasing them down with their own drones, but these outran them. Oh, really? So that's already happened? Do we have a dash cam of that, perhaps? Does your dad have any good theories about the drones? Interestingly enough, my mom is the one who's more intrigued with the drones. She actually just texted me tonight and said... Hold on, where is it? She said, those drones, ... Have you seen what's going on? Exclamation point. It's weird. There are so many different theories for the true nature of the drones and all kinds of conflicting information sometimes about the drones, so it is messy right now trying to get like an actual real explanation for what's going on here. And that's because none of the government officials are talking about it, and the ones that do address it are saying they don't know. So you can't really pin the tail on this donkey here, so all you can do is really speculate, which is why I decided to call up the experts here like I'm fucking Rick from Pawn Stars. I got the most knowledgeable people I know about this subject on the horn in order to kind of weigh in on the New Jersey drones. My parents. So what do you think about all the drones?
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, number one, it's obviously not aliens, okay? Either shoot the fuckers down or find out what the hell they are.
Well, what do you think they are?
I don't know what they are. I don't know, but I gotta tell you what, I'm so glad they're not here because I think they're freaking freaky.
Well, I mean, they're spreading out. Apparently, they're going to more places than just Jersey. They might be here.
They could be here. If you see them up in the sky, you know, people will be looking for them, trust me. So, I don't know. I don't like it at all. They aren't even making any attempt that I know of, unless they're suppressing everything, that they're not trying to find out what the hell they are.
Right.
And who's sending them? Where are they coming from? That's what I want to know. Where are they coming from? And they follow. They lead and follow things and stuff. It's just the weirdest shit, Charlie. I'm sorry. I think the whole thing freaked up.
Yeah. What about Dad? What's he think?
Well, Dad's right. Here, Dad's here. He just got out of the shower. Dad, Charlie's asking about the drones. What do you think about? What do you think they are, and what do you think about them?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's too sketchy.
This case has stumped even the brightest minds in this field. My parents don't have an explanation for what's going on with these drones, though both of them expressed their surprise that more drones haven't been, like, shot down or anything. In Florida, we just recently had a guy shoot down a Walmart delivery drone, so I guess that's fresh in all of our noggins up here. Us Florida folk, I suppose, are more surprised that people aren't just going out in their backyard like Yosemite Sam, just blasting up in the air, shooting down all the drones in Jersey. But yeah, me personally, I subscribe to the belief that this is some kind of, like, military program that for some reason they're just doing in plain sight, and they don't want to speak on it, so they're being very hush-hush about it. That's my guess, but I have no, like, evidence to back it up or anything. There's really so many different explanations that are being offered by tons and tons of people that there's just no way to know exactly what it is right now, but it is very fucking weird. So, yeah, I just want to talk about it a bit. That's it. See ya. The ET Max goes 70 miles per hour. I couldn't imagine
really nice, guys. It's one of my favorite things about
actually going 70 on this. That is shockingly fast. One pothole and you're dead. That's what I'm saying, man. I could never, ever ride an electric unicycle or a motorcycle, for that matter. No matter how good of a driver you are either, it just takes one bad driver you have no control over and you're just insta-dead. It's just life on ultra nightmare mode. I couldn't do it. There has to be, there's no way. It's gotta have something to prevent you from just eating shit on like a rock. I've never seen anyone on the road with these. Are they, so they're street legal, they have to be, right? Considering the cops aren't just blasting him. Like, I think this would be super fun to ride on like a closed circuit. An isolated spot. On a public road? That's fucking madness. They actually have races for EUCs. Let me see. I bet crashes in these are devastating.
Mario Chacon followed closely behind.
Here we go,
and
here we
Zach
go.
Darnell behind him.
Oh, shit! Oh my god. Ouch. Oof. Help. Is the other guy alive? Man fucking shattered his hip and they're just leaving his corpse there. Hell yeah, new stuff to bet on. Oh, this could be the next big wave. Electric unicycle betting. Waiting for the blue shell to hit. Well, they're saving it for the last lap. Pro class electric unicycle race at 55.
Or X Games something. Who knows what's coming.
Oh, imagine the electric unicycle X Games event. Holy.
We have Show from right behind Show. Doug, about 5th position.
Oh, I thought this guy had his hands behind his back. That'd be so badass. That'd be like some anime shit. Riding that with your hands behind your back like some kind of master samurai.
Not a big deal. EXN 100-volt wheel far in front of the pack.
Oh, wait, they are doing hands behind their back.
Second, me battling it out.
That's so cool. That looks awesome. Actual Naruto run.
EXN Master Pro takes a seat.
When do they start drifting these bitches? Alright, I'll see. I just want to see the ones from races. Holy shit. Wait, so they do like actual, like, jumps and everything with them. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. Like, you take these on a public road, you have these fucking things all over the place. There's like manhole covers or just like little rocks or changes in the concrete, the asphalt. And it doesn't seem like there's any, like, nothing even crazy's here. It's literally just a manhole cover. And bang. You know what I mean? Then you're down $4,000 exactly, and you got boo-boos. If you survive. Assuming you're not going 55 and just blow up on impact. Yeah, no suspension. No, they have to have some kind of suspension. There's no way they'd be street legal without some kind of suspension, so I don't believe that. But I just feel like it's totally going to vary from rider to rider on how effective that's going to be, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm talking about my ass, but who knows? You see, like, that cannot be... Like, that cannot be, like, safe, right? Like, look at, that's not even a pothole. That's, like, the tiniest discrepancy in the elevation there. It drops just so slightly, like a centimeter, it looks like. And then it immediately gives him, like, the wobbles. That's a non-suspension wheel, so those are death traps. Oh, so, like, this particular one? Yeah, because that's, like, nothing. Like, you'd walk over this with your actual bare feet and wouldn't even know. But this, it's like hitting a landmine. Okay, that was adorable. That was like the cutest little wipeout I've ever seen. And then he was in battle armor. He's got the knee pads, the elbow pads, the pauldrons, the helmet, the jetpack. Man, this guy he is ready for war with the Tyranids. He said, I'm getting on my electric unicycle and god damn it, I'm not even gonna let a bazooka hurt me on it. Electric unicycle experts, does that right there, like that kind of spill, does that break the unicycle? I imagine it does, right? Nah, they're built like fucking tanks. Are they? Because it looks like the hole's been cracked here. That's a leaf. Is this a leaf? It looks like a giant crack. Oh, you're right, that is just a leaf. Never mind, false alarm. Oh my god. I like that attempt. He started like pushing Mongo on it to try and get back on. You're right though, these are beefy. Holy, look at this mammoth. It looks like he's riding on like a lawnmower. Oh shit! What a disaster! The Razor scooter wins again! This video looks AI generated. It looks like taking a spill on one of these is like taking a spill on ice. You just come down hard. I'd ride one, but again, I wouldn't ride it in like an actual street. I'd ride it like on a... I'd probably be more inclined to ride it on like a trail or something. And I certainly wouldn't be going like 50. That's... There's not many tricks you can do with it though, is there? I'm trying to think. Because you have to keep your legs on it. And you can't really spin with it, can you? It's too heavy to, like, grab like a skateboard, right? So you're not going to be doing, like, any fucking 360s, I don't think. Well, I guess you could kind of... No, you couldn't even really do that, could you? Could you... How... Electric Unicycle freestylers. How easy would it be to do, like, some 360s and all that?
Available PEV that can do it. And since you encounter curbs probably every day when you're riding your EUC, let me tell you how to do it. Before clearing,
looks like you give it like a little ollie.
Is below 5 km the curb by itself.
That's cool.
The more you jump before the curb,
jumping.
There are basically two methods to.
Oh, so you can ollie with it.
Around with the wheel. One bit with your toes as well. To get
Let's see a spinaroo.
You spinning as well. I just call.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
And you can make them in several ways. You can.
Nice. That's cool. So there's a freestyle community that's brewing. They're cooking a little bit. Look up a video called EUC Freestyle Blind Spin. Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys have already got your Rodney Mullen. I can already tell. You don't need me here. This guy's got it. Oh! I did not expect that transition there. That's cool. That must feel amazing. Imagine seeing this on your way to work. I mean, yeah, I imagine that'd lift your spirits real quick. Damn, this is like a fucking tricked out electric unicycle. This thing's looking mean. It's like a little Gundam. Inside Edition has a video on EUC where they interview an EUC gang called Are Electric Unicycles Safe to Ride? What's an electric unicycle gang like? I bet they're probably the sweetest people ever.
Once upon a time, unicycles were pretty much ridden by clowns under the big top, but today's unicycle has been redesigned, it's been electrified, and some
it feels like it was a jab.
Miles an hour. They can be a lot of fun.
But that hasn't stopped these guys who call themselves the Unicide Squad. These unicyclists call
That's so good.
True to One. And our Lisa Guerrero was there when
I love that.
Times Square. Their leader
whipping in and out of traffic around cars. Couldn't somebody have gotten hurt today?
That is entirely possible. And really, if you're seeing a unicycle guy in the street, chances are he's highly skilled.
What about the Maxos?
That, I don't know much about that guy, but that's such a good answer. If I was part of the unicycle gang, I would 100% be doing that too. Like, listen, we're a group of great guys, but if you see us in the street, just know, we can kill you with our bare hands. We're just saying, we wouldn't want to do that. Push comes to shove, true to one, we're breaking your neck. You know what I mean? Like, I'd start spreading the myth.
Like this, because how do you stop it?
Well, really, stopping...
You can't stop us. You can only hope to contain us.
It is a skill, and how we can stop...
Through traffic on their unicycles.
I will say, if I lived in New York, I would probably use this as well. This actually does seem efficient. Maybe not this. Maybe I would just get like a normal e-bike, to be honest. This I'd probably actually die on pretty much day one. But I think there is an argument to be made that this is pretty helpful in New York. A scooter would make more sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm probably doing e-bike, to be honest. But I see the reason why you'd use these in a place like New York.
The penalty for riding a unicycle in New York City is a $100 fine, but the guys we spoke with say they've never gotten one.
Yeah, because the police are afraid of them. Unicide Squad and True to One, they run that city. Gotham is theirs. I think the police are gonna fucking give them a fine. Get out of town. Cops can't even catch up to them. Unironically, the cops probably could not catch them. In New York. What are the cops gonna do? They can't part the sea like Moses. New York is nothing but bumper-to-bumper traffic for fucking miles. Hey, Hurricane Milton came through like Krampus last night, paying me and many other Floridians a visit. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit because pretty much every comment on every video I posted for the last 3 days is talking about how ridiculously stupid it is that I'm not evacuating Tampa. During every stream recently, it's like calling me the Milton maniac for refusing to leave against the orders of the state, this and that. And I want to clear up some confusion here. First of all, I appreciate that you care. That means a lot that you care and value my safety to try and let me know that I need to be evacuating and, you know, heeding the warnings of the state and all of that. I am shocked anyone had this impression that I'm some kind of death-defying Florida man who was going to take Mother Nature head on, hunker down, grit my teeth, puff my chest, and challenge it to a fucking boxing match or something. Hit it with like Duke Nukem lines, I'm here to fuck Milton and my butt, and I'm all out of butt. Like, I was never in a dangerous area that Milton was going to be devastating for. Not in an evacuation zone, not in a flood zone, nothing like that. There was never, like, no one in my neighborhood evacuated, none of my family, friends, or anyone evacuated because we were not in that path. But I understand, like, reading, like, all the headlines and all the posts on Twitter and all that, it would have you believe that Florida was about 2 hours away from being wiped off the face of the fucking globe. Like, I get it. I totally understand it comes from a place of care. But you have to remember, I am the guy that clutches the railing on every staircase I go up and down just out of fear I might hit, like, a little water, lose my balance, and slip like a cartoon character on a banana peel and die on the staircase. Me, who if a piece of chicken sits out for more than 5 minutes, I won't eat it because I'm afraid of a foodborne illness killing me. I am the last person that would go against an order to evacuate if my life was in danger. I am the last person that would be gambling with my safety on something like that. So I wasn't doing anything crazy by staying. You have to remember, I've been in Florida my whole life. Across the 30 years I've inhabited this corporeal dimension, I've gone through probably 30 plus hurricanes. I am more familiar with hurricanes than I am some of my cousins. So I know when to leave. I evacuated during Irma because I lived in downtown Tampa in my apartment at that time, which is a huge flood zone. That shit turns into Atlantis even during a light drizzle. So I evacuated during that, and even though a storm like this is exceptionally rare, a direct hit to Tampa hasn't been documented for 100 years or something, a full century, like we're talking like Yu-Gi-Oh at this point, you know, it's been 100 years since the Shadow Games. It was still something where I wasn't in the most devastating path of it. That's more of downtown Tampa, which I haven't lived in for 10 years now. There were much worse parts of Florida that were at risk for Milton, and I was not in them. I understand everyone's concern, and I appreciate it, but I just want to clear up the confusion here that I wasn't doing anything unhinged by staying. Now, I'm sure a lot of you saw that there was someone doing something pretty unhinged. Lieutenant Dan, he became an overnight Tampa celebrity. He also, for Hurricane Helene, did the same thing, was just kind of floating out there in the bay on his little boat, saying that he was just going to ride it out. And he did. Lieutenant Dan survived. Tampa got very lucky. It doesn't seem like we got hit by the worst parts of the storm surge or anything. There wasn't a whole lot of flooding in the areas that typically flood during hurricanes. So overall, Tampa did get lucky. I haven't seen all of the damage to the rest of Florida yet. The biggest thing I've seen nearby is this.
Extreme damage. There was a report we saw online earlier of a fire, and we were waiting to confirm that, and now we just made it up to the 5th floor.
That's our baseball stadium for the Rays, Tropicana Field. It's often considered one of the worst facilities in all of major sports, so I'm not super surprised to see that the roof got eviscerated here during the storm. I'm actually more surprised that Tropicana Field is still standing after kids throw rocks at it all the time. It's just not a good facility at all. But this was the biggest, most visible piece of damage I've seen so far. Really, the worst part of Milton was the tornadoes that were spawning after it made landfall. I know quite a few people lost their lives from the tornadoes, as well as a lot of damage from places tornadoes came through, and that is horrible. I'm wishing everyone affected by the storm the best going forward with repairs and recovery and everything. I know there's tons and tons of Floridians without power, which happens for pretty much all hurricanes. That's just something you can't really avoid. All you can really hope for is that it gets fixed soon. Right now I have power because I'm on generator. I know a lot of people had the impression that I was going to be raw dogging this hurricane with nothing but a tent and a couple of sticks that I could whittle into spears or whatever. Not the case. I prepped for hurricanes. I stayed, so obviously I was going to prep for it. Boarding the windows, putting the hurricane shutters up, and I do have a generator. Growing up, I did not. My parents didn't for a very long time, and one of the big things with hurricanes is you're going to lose power, and it sometimes takes quite a few days to get it back. And that's kind of hard for a family. So when my parents were able to, they got a generator. So I do the same now. Another thing to keep in mind is evacuations aren't as easy as a lot of people like to pretend they are. When I evacuated for Irma, I almost didn't make it to Orlando in time, nearly getting caught in the fucking hurricane on the way there. It is a hard thing to do, and not everyone can just get up and leave. There are a lot of reasons why some families won't be able to do that. And I think an important thing to keep in mind is, in Florida, people know hurricanes exist. So it's not like the people who build houses and buildings are building these without the idea that a hurricane might come through at some point. It's not made out of Legos and Lincoln Logs or anything. When a house is built, or a business or whatever building is built, there is a code that is followed that has hurricane force winds in mind. Of course, nothing is ever 100% hurricane proof or anything. It's always going to vary, but the point is, it's not like Milton would come through and de-atomize every house that it touched because they were built poorly without the notion that a hurricane could pop up at some point in the future. My parents just recently got their windows replaced a couple weeks ago because their windows were old and rotting, and the new windows that they had replaced them are graded to withstand up to 165 mile per hour hurricane force winds. And I think that for a lot of modern houses and modern buildings, like that level might even be standard to a certain extent. I don't know, but the point is, things built here are built with storms like this in mind. Maybe not this exact kind of storm because of how unbelievably fucking rare it is with the way that it came in, but hurricanes in general. Now, of course, the biggest problem is flooding. And in this case, Tampa got pretty lucky that the flooding wasn't nearly to the level they were expecting. There's nothing you can really do about flooding. You can hurricane-proof a house till the fucking cows come home out the wazoo, but it's not going to help with flooding. And those areas of Tampa that are very susceptible to flooding are the areas that were mainly under the big evacuation order with people needing to get out. Because you can't do anything about a huge storm surge flooding your house. You are in huge danger there. Keep in mind, Tampa's not just like one fucking slab where everyone lives. Tampa's pretty spread out, actually. So while downtown Tampa floods like a motherfucker, where I am in Tampa, not so much. Not really a flood threat at all, really, unless we got fucking 500 trillion gallons of water dumped on us. Or, you know, it has to be something crazy for this part of Tampa to flood. So I just wanted to explain here that I wasn't putting myself in like the biggest risk by staying. I wasn't in the evacuation zones, and I wasn't in a place that had a lot of danger of, you know, like trees flying around or anything like that. I and my family and friends were lucky enough to not be in one of the major affected areas that Milton was going through, so we decided it was probably alright to stay. Anyway, though, I'll go ahead and stop serving up this yappy meal. I'll stop blabbering on about it. Wishing my fellow Floridians the absolute best going forward. To anyone affected by the hurricane, I'm hoping power is restored quickly and effectively. Hopefully all the repairs are getting made quickly and effectively as well. And yeah, just stay strong, Florida. That's really about it. Just kind of wanted to explain that contrary to popular belief, I didn't do something crazy and wacky by deciding to stay and just kind of stream through a lot of it. So yep, that's really about it. So yep. Yesterday I talked about AI, today I'm talking about AI, tonight in your dreams I'm going to be talking about AI. Sleep in fear, coward. It's all around us, it's like oxygen at this point. It's starting to get into every possible aspect of human life. The flesh's cringe binary is the future. Open your third eye and you'll start to notice everything around you has become synthetic. Your friends, fake. Your dog, artificial. Your mama's titties, well, I'm happy to say them honkers are real. But aside from that and a few other things, AI has started to become a part of all of our day-to-day lives, whether we recognize it or not. And today, I saw a bit of controversy around a piece of technology I didn't even know existed. Robotaxis. So I knew automated cars were very deep into development, and I knew that there were some that had rolled out, but I didn't know there was entire companies that were already launched and successful based around autonomous ride-sharing taxis. It's a service called Waymo. And in San Francisco, they just had a really wacky story blow up about how every night at 4 a.m., these robo-taxis, when they were pulling into the company parking lot, would just start fucking blaring their horns and waking up all of the residents around there.
That sound of honking is waking up neighbors lately in this South of Market neighborhood.
I get woken up at, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I look down and I'm convinced now it is coming from the Waymos.
Randall, I think you're onto something with that hypothesis there. Also, since I'd never heard of the company before, when I kept seeing the word Waymos tossed around, I really thought these news articles were just dropping slurs.
Neighbors shared videos of driverless Waymo cars filing into the lot and backing into spots, which appears to trigger honking from the other Waymos.
The cars are robotic and they're honking at each other and there's no one in the cars when it's happening, and that's absurd. Would like them to stop honking their horn at 4 in the morning repeatedly.
In San Francisco, Alyssa Gord, NBC, Bay Area News.
Sounds like I'm back in New York City with all that honking. It's really cool to see like this top-down bird's eye view of the parking lot. So all of the Waymos they're like in this cat and mouse game. It's kind of like a puzzle game almost, like back in the PlayStation 1 era when you would have like these shovelware games where it's like, can you park your car in this weird location with all of these other cars trying to park in these locations? That's what it looks like here. So these Waymos are automatically trying to park in places that other Waymos are trying to get around. So they end up just getting caught in this fucking Dormammu time loop where they're just honking at each other and not making any progress. My heart breaks for that one Waymo that's trying to crank a 46-point turn that's sandwiched in between the two other Waymos that are just kind of going forward and backwards. It's the worst human centipede ever. And understandably, the residents are really fed up with hearing honking at 4 a.m. every night. Now, Waymo has apparently fixed this issue since the story blew up. The residents have reported quieter nights now, so that's good. But this story got me thinking. I began to ponder. Would I be comfortable getting in a robotaxi? Like if a Waymo scooted in sideways, honked on its horn, Charles, get in, we're gonna take you to the card shop, you fucking nerd. Would I feel okay getting into that vehicle? Now, public transportation in the States is absolute putrid dog shit. It's terrible. It's just horrible. And in my area, specifically Tampa, it doesn't exist. It's fundamentally extinct here. The closest thing you can get to public transportation here is if you give $50 to like the local crack dealer and he'll give you a piggyback ride to where you want to go. We do have buses here and that can be viable depending on where you're located in Tampa, but for the most part, you either need a vehicle of your own or you need to live close enough to your work that you can walk or bike to it, or you need to start forking over big clams to be doing ride sharing every day with like Uber. Taxis are more forgotten than Game of Thrones Season 7 in Tampa. I don't see them on the road. I even actually tried calling a taxi like 6 months ago because Uber's really far away and I needed to get somewhere urgently, so I tried, to see if a taxi was closer. And when I called them, I didn't get any answer. I just got endless ringing, so I don't even know if the phones are still operational or if there even is taxis anywhere left in Tampa. So autonomous robo-taxis, if they were implemented here, I imagine they'd probably try and be cheaper than other ride-sharing alternatives, which would give people more options for transportation. And when I thought about this, of if I'd be comfortable with an autonomous vehicle driving me, I just don't think I would be. Like, I don't think, like, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I would still prefer ride-sharing with a human being. I have more trust there than in this technology. For crying out loud, AI tools can't even spit out an image of Mickey Mouse being finger-blasted by Mario without his fingers looking like they're part of a Salvador Dali painting and all fucked up. And I'm supposed to trust it with my life, going 60 miles per hour down a highway? No siree. Plus, I've read those horror stories and had seen a couple of those videos where self-driving vehicles all of a sudden just, like, out of nowhere accelerate rapidly because of, like, a malfunction or something. I imagine a lot of those bugs have been fixed by this point, but even still, that fear is just planted up here. Like, the technology isn't perfect. As you can see here, granted, this isn't like a life-ruining, you know, glitch with Waymo's cars honking at each other at 4 a.m. It's a nuisance, yes, but it doesn't, you know, no one's dying from it. Unless, of course, it's ear-piercing and it blows up someone's brain or some shit. But it just, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable until even a simple thing like that can't happen, you know what I mean? It's just so many things that can go wrong when there's no one in control of the vehicle aside from the computer. Computers are prone to malfunctions, and of course humans aren't perfect either, but there's just always this mutual understanding that the person who's driving right now, like I'm ride sharing with, probably doesn't have a death wish and probably isn't going to ramp this car off of a tow truck killing us both. Whereas a machine has no feelings. It can't feel love. It doesn't even know it's alive, that stupid idiot. So if something goes haywire in there and it says, slam into this wall without braking, it might just do it. And then I'm in trouble and I can't do anything about it. I have no doubt that this technology will eventually reach a point where it's better than every human driver on the road. That's just the way technology works. We can't compete with AI technology and shit like this. That's the cold, hard truth. That's the brass tacks of it. But I just don't think it's at the point right now where I would feel safe in it. From what I have researched here, it doesn't seem like Waymos are prone to accidents and shit. Like, I'm not reading about a new 50-car pileup every time with Waymo vehicles being to blame or anything. But I just, there's something hard-coded in my DNA that doesn't want me getting in a car that doesn't have a driver behind the wheel. It doesn't make sense for my survival instincts. Now, let's talk about in the future when it is perfected, what I feel comfortable. Probably, but it also doesn't make me super excited. When I first heard about this technology, I was pretty excited about it because I do see a lot of potential benefits, especially if it's cheaper than traditional ride sharing. This could be a really good alternative. And also, since machines have the capability of being better drivers than people on the road, I thought there was definitely a chance that it would minimize accidents if every car had like an autonomous driving feature like in it. But when it comes to autonomous robotaxiing, like specifically, I'm just not super hype about that because it's just going to take away even more jobs and replacing humans with AI. It's just kind of scary and sad, frankly. Like, as more and more jobs get replaced with AI, it's going to be even less human-to-human interaction, which is the last thing society needs. Right now, we're more connected to each other than ever, and it's led to people being more isolated than ever, because it's not actual meaningful connections. It's human-to-computer interaction with the understanding that there might be a human on the other side, but with the current landscape of the internet, most of the time, it's a bot. So, like, there's already a problem with people not socializing, and by taking away even more jobs and replacing it with AI, it's only going to make that problem worse in my eyes. So I like the idea of autonomous vehicles because I do think it can really help, like, when it comes to minimizing accidents eventually, but I just don't like the idea of all ride sharing going fully autonomous. I really don't. I have a friend who drives for Uber, and it's a crucial part of their paycheck, and I have no doubt there's plenty of other drivers out there in a similar situation to him, and if that vanishes, that's just going to be rough. Like, that's just not good. It's not like the Robotaxi technology is solving a problem. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the current ride-sharing format where people are driving people. The only thing this does is help corporations save money because now you don't have to hire drivers. You just have to pay for the Waymos or something. So you're saving a lot of money by not paying employees. And the Waymo autonomous robotaxi doesn't need to, like, take a cut of the ride-sharing expense or anything, so it's just much more profit for corporations at the expense of people. And I'm just not super thrilled about that. So this whole goofy Waymos story about them honking at 4 a.m. just had me really going down this rabbit hole about this technology and the future of it, so I just kind of wanted to talk about this whole subject here. That's about it. So yeah. A couple days ago, New York unveiled the 8th wonder of the world, a portal to Ireland. Not so much like a Doctor Strange level portal or anything like that. It was basically just this live stream of New York and Ireland, and you could just look at each other through the screen. Kind of a novel, silly idea, I suppose, some harmless fun, but some ne'er-do-wells had other plans. They brought in some evil degeneracy, which I think everyone in the world could have seen coming.
Reports the project meant to bridge a gap between two continents is now causing some problems.
There's a portal to another dimension in the Flatiron District, except that dimension is Ireland and that portal is more like a live stream.
I guess they really expected everyone to just be upstanding citizens, like NPCs that'll just go through and wave like it's Roller Coaster Tycoon, and they just wave at each other and go about their day through the portal, which is super cute and how naive you must be to think that. In reality though, this was only ever going to end one of two ways, with titties or with penis. And we chose the titty path. There are so many angles of this clip here, you can make a 360-degree video production out of it. In the full video, this one kind of cuts it off, she ends up putting her shirt down after getting no response from the people on the other side of the portal. The people in Dublin were not that impressed or that entertained. So she's like jumping around with her bare melons flopping around like it's an NVIDIA jiggle physics demonstration. And no one reacts in Dublin. They just look at her like she's some type of fucking extraterrestrial creature. So she just eventually sadly puts her shirt back down and then the video ends. So she jumps around saying, "Do you like my potatoes, Dublin?" And I guess she was expecting people to go crazy like, "Wah! Ah, yeah, boobies, whoa!" But then was caught by surprise by getting complete crickets on the other side here. Now the people in New York, they were laughing at it. They were having a great time with this event. But man, the people on the other side of the portal, they didn't give a shit at all. It is so fucking silly. And this ended up, well, this and a combination of other things that I'll show you in a minute, ended up getting the portal paused. But we know it's getting shut down. I don't think it's coming back. But you know what is coming back? The best goddamn merch the internet's ever seen. We've got brand new Moist Global merch here. So we've got a hat, we've got a hoodie. The hoodie is fucking extraordinary, by the way. We've also got a shirt, we've got some slides, we've also got a satchel, like a bag. We've got a whole lineup here of the best shit you'll ever find in your life. If you wear this entire outfit, like complete the entire ensemble here of this new Moist Global merch drop, it's like collecting all of the Infinity Stones. It's like getting all of the Millennium items in Yu-Gi-Oh! You just become unstoppable. I dare say that these are better than titties. So check them out at moistglobal.com.
This screen is a public art installation, one placed on the sidewalk of Manhattan and another in Dublin last week, funded by a private grant.
I think it's a really cool way to express human connection.
New Yorkers and Dubliners can watch each other live, waving, playing games, and even connecting with friends.
It all started with good intentions, and look where we ended up. Sometimes the most destructive forces come from the best of intentions, like in I Am Legend, for example. God bless. Point is, it started with just this idea that people would go through and just do like silly little stuff with strangers through this portal, and immediately on day one it started being used for purposes it wasn't quite designed for. So people were showing some less than stellar videos to those in Dublin, as well as Dublin to those in New York. It wasn't just New Yorkers. It was just one of those things where people just saw an opportunity to do some dumb shit and did it. Like, this has happened a million times, and it's going to happen for as long as human beings exist on this plane of existence. It's just one of those things that's deeply ingrained in our DNA. Like, I'm shocked it even made it as long as it did before someone flashed their titties at it. I really thought that that would be one of the first things that would happen, but it actually had a pretty long run, to be honest. Now, I will say, if it did go the other route, if we had the alternate ending, the penis percentage, if we had wiener route, I think the narrative around this would be far different. Like, imagine I go up to the Dublin portal, and I drop trow, and I start, you know, wiggling my cock around, And I'm like, do you like my almonds, Dublin? I lift up my shaft to showcase my scrotum and maybe like dribble it around a little bit. Because I don't have enormous balls or anything. They do look like some almonds that are in my, like a nice sack. Good shaft, less than optimal nut girth. But the point is, I feel like if I had done that, I'd be going to jail. I would be slapped with some pretty extreme labels as well. And I wouldn't be seeing the sunlight from outside the slammer for a long time, I imagine. But since it was boobies, it's being treated a little bit differently. Which, of course, I'm not over here like bah humbugging, like we used to be a proper society. Why can she show her honkers, but I can't show my dick? It's not one of those things. It's just something I find interesting at the very least. It's all fun and games when it's titties, but the second a cock comes out, now it's serious. You know, just an observation, I suppose. But anyway, the lady responsible here for this incident is actually an infamous woman from a long since forgotten age, 2020. She is a cameo appearance here in 2024. She is actually the woman who went viral for licking airplane toilet seats. During the pandemic, she was licking airplane toilet seats as like a COVID statement or something. I actually don't even remember why she was licking toilet seats. But yeah, she was just licking toilet seats. And now you can see how much she's matured. You can see that she's gone through an evolution of her own into this beautiful butterfly who's gone from the toilet seat to boobies on a portal. And what's not to like about that character development, right? That's pretty cool.
But it hasn't been all fun and games. In the short time we were there, someone was holding up a derogatory sign. And at 5 o'clock, the screen turned off.
I'm surprised it lasted this long, honestly.
Viral of people flashing the screen and holding up disturbing images, with culprits at both ends of the ocean.
If we were to get pretentious for just a moment, I could argue that this art installation still served its initial purpose. It connected us in a way that few things have before. It has shown us that those in New York and those in Dublin are more alike than they are different. Both sides love to take the piss all the same. When the opportunity is presented to a human being, regardless of where they are in the ocean, they will take that opportunity to make the silliest shit out of it. And honestly, in a way, that's kind of wholesome, if you really stop and think about it. People in Dublin trolling those in New York trolling those in Dublin. I mean, Portal kind of did what it set out to do, to be fair. Now the lady behind the breasts is bragging about it. She's going on her own little press tour here talking about it, and she seems extremely pleased with how all of this has panned out for her. "I'm a hero," she added. And apparently it's been a very successful business move for her, because she claims she made around 8,000 euros in new subscribers to her OnlyFans after this event. She said, "Dublin showed New York City the Twin Towers, so it was only fair I showed them my Twin Towers to save our city from harassment." She's referring to another viral video where apparently someone was playing a video of 9/11 through the portal. The creator hopes that Irish guys will be tempted to buy her OnlyFans content, adding, "I've gotten thousands and made a lot of money because everyone wants to see what Dublin saw." So, I mean, it turned out to be a good business move for her, I guess. It boosted her OnlyFans performance. And, yeah, that's kind of where this is at right now. RIP to the portal, though. That's really about it. So, yeah. There's a mystery afoot, so grab the Scooby snacks and let's get to work. A pool at a Quality Inn has been mysteriously turning green 12 separate times. This isn't how God intended. This is not natural. They suspect this is intentional sabotage at this particular Quality Inn, but when authorities check the surveillance camera footage, they find no evidence of any culprits going to the scene of the crime or anything like that. How is that possible? Are they being attacked by an invisible man? Is this a situation out of The Happening where the plants are fighting back and they're responsible for the pool turning green 12 times? What's the motive? And most importantly, who really is behind it? It's very clear that there is a supervillain loose here, and only I'm qualified to crack this case and get to the bottom of it. When it comes to mysteries, I'm like L from Death Note. I figured out what happened to D.B. Cooper. I even solved the mystery of who shit in my pants when I went to Halloween Horror Nights in middle school. There's nothing I can't solve given enough time. But luckily in this case I didn't need to. In fact, the authorities pieced the puzzle together and it is so fucking wacky I can't wait to share it with you.
Cops pull up to a shocking sight. A pool where the water has turned neon green.
What in the world? What is that?
Sandra Woolston, the co-owner of this Quality Inn and Suites in New Jersey, was baffled when her motel pool mysteriously turned from clear water to this.
The voiceover for this one makes it sound like an old infomercial. Turned from clear water to this! Ew! But luckily with OxyClean, we got it right back to a clear blue. I don't know why he's, like, exaggerating all of the statements in this manner, like with his intonation, but it's really enjoyable. It makes it, like, even more gripping, in my opinion. But anyway, that's the story in a nutshell. This Quality Inn, for some reason, keeps having their pool turn green. And the only way to fix that is for them to keep draining the pool, which is extremely expensive.
I watched it turn green in front of my eyes. Somebody is sabotaging my pool. My pool is yellow as my guests can go inside the pool. I broke down. I didn't know what to do because with all these kids waiting to use the pool, but they couldn't go in.
The pool had to be drained and refilled with clean water. 2 days later,
the vandalist is back again. Our pool is green as a grass.
It happened a total of 12 times.
So either this place is cursed, where they've built it on top of a Hulk burial ground and he's getting his revenge by turning the pool green with gamma radiation, or there really is a practical jokester that's really taken a liking to turning this pool green for some reason. That's all the information we have to work with so far. There are some more clues we'll get to in a moment, but let's start to piece together potential narratives together as a thought experiment. Perhaps whoever is responsible for sabotaging this is a previous guest at the Quality Inn who recently had a negative experience with that pool. Now, if I was on scene during this investigation with my monocle, magnifying glass, and pipe that I was smoking, the first thing I would ask would be if I could have access to the guest registry over the last couple of weeks, and if there'd been any reports of complaints from the guests about the pool. Assuming, of course, the Quality Inn keeps records on their complaints, it would give me a narrower list of suspects that I could focus on. I'd then set up an interview with each name on that list, and I'd do a little game of good cop, bad cop, where I'd be the bad cop and the good cop would come in with like a soda from McDonald's. I'd invite them to drink the soda. When they take a sip, I would then inform them that what they just consumed was truth serum, which means they could no longer lie. Then I'd finally finish it off with the brain buster, the most important question: did you do it? And then I'd gauge their response from there.
This is every damn day, man! Look at the pool!
Like that's like neon yellow color.
It was just, and the entire pool was engulfed.
What was turning the pool green? Here was the first clue. An object she found at the bottom of the pool.
I'll be honest, that object looks like some kind of extraterrestrial being. If you put a picture of that object on the r/alien subreddit, they would gobble that shit up as true evidence of like an alien brainstem or something. That would give me no clues here. I'd start really thinking paranormal about this, like, oh, maybe there's not a person behind this, maybe it's a cryptid or something. I don't know what the fuck that is. That looks disgusting, whatever that is. It must be whatever turns the pool green, some kind of like dissolvable mesh or some shit maybe that, you know, distributes the green dye to the rest of the pool. But yeah, that shit is yucky.
But when police reviewed the motel surveillance video, they found nothing suspicious. Here's Stephen Fabian.
So how did the pool turn green? Well, cops say the culprit used a drone like this to hover over his target before releasing a concentrated packet of dye.
The dye is actually a life-saving device used for ocean rescues.
When they broke the magician's code and revealed how this was most likely done, it blew my tiny little brain. I realized at that moment I would never cut it as a detective trying to piece together a complicated case. That whole idea never even crossed my noodle as a possibility. That the reason someone didn't show up on surveillance camera yet the pool still turned green was because it was transported via drone outside of the security camera's, you know, field of view. That would have never been something I thought of. That is actually so devious. It's admittedly a pretty clever plan here, because then the actual person responsible for it is a long distance away from the scene of the crime, so there's not a ton of breadcrumbs to follow. This is one of those galaxy brain maneuvers that you see fictional villains do in media. But somehow, the cops did catch him. So I'm not only impressed by the method they used here in order to distribute the green dye to the pool, but also the fact that they got caught.
So, who do police say was behind the attacks? They arrested 45-year-old Patrick Spina, who owns a heating and air conditioning business close to the motel. The motive? Cops say he's a prankster. He didn't have much to say when we caught up with him.
There he is, that scoundrel. So, they've got him, apparently. I will say that they didn't do a great job of explaining how they really connected him to this. So apparently he owns a business nearby, but when I first heard that, I thought it'd be like, oh, it must be a competing business, and this is his way of sabotaging a competitor, trying to, like, take them out of business or financially harm them. But apparently they believe the motive is genuinely him just being a quirky little jokester. I also needed to dig a bit deeper in here to figure out how exactly they connected this drone to this individual. So apparently they had spotted it over the Quality Inn on September 1st, and then just followed it back to where he was and then arrested him. So they did catch him red-handed with his hand in the cookie jar here, but the motive of just being a prankster is incomprehensible to me because this is not a prank. This is a dozen times. This is just genuine vandalism and trying to ruin that business. Because it's super expensive to keep fixing that. Not only did they have to keep draining the pool and refilling it, but now they're going to have to refinish it too, since the green dye is harmful to the pool as well. So the frequency and all of that makes it seem like it's not really a joke, because I mean, what's the haha moment? It's just this fucking goofball. Like, there's no way he's treating this like a joke. There had to be a deeper motive to it that I don't think is pranks. Though I guess I could be totally wrong here, since pranks in the modern age are just legitimate degeneracy and actual just harming people half the time. So maybe it is possible that this is just his idea of what a prank is, but it really took a big toll on the motel's owner because it is super expensive.
I just hope that this bonehead pay for what he did, and he never ever do anything this dumb and so stupid to impact other people's livelihood.
The suspect is charged with criminal mischief and faces fines as much as $30,000. The hotel owner says that prank cost her at least $20,000.
Yeah, so the mystery has been solved. He is facing a charge for this and hopefully will be responsible for paying for all the damages caused to the motel. A happy ending here, but what a wild little adventure to go on, because, again, I don't know how you'd ever really piece this one together if you never saw the drone in the surveillance camera or anything. They must have just got lucky that they saw the drone over the Quality Inn at one point and then just followed it back to home base. Yeah, so now we can comfortably close the books on the mysterious case of the pool turning green. Just wanted to share that with all of you. That's about it. See ya. Number 2. So, best airsoft fights and flip outs. He's a resub criminal in the bits vein. Am I gonna get DMCA'd? Isn't this My Chemical Romance?
What's up, man? It was an accident. What do you mean it was an accident? I said bang bang to you, motherfucker. What's up? What's up? Fucked up. You wanna
Jesus Christ! All right, I'm sorry. How tall is this guy? Is he like 6'5" or something? Like Jesus.
Oh, let's go then. What the fuck? Where do you want to go? You get this nigga out, get me.
Thanks, Resub Turn on.
You supposed to go fucking down, bro. You tear your shit apart. Yo, you know this is the game, right? Huh? You know this is the game, right? I know, but I'm right here. I said bang bang. You didn't go down. I didn't know you were out. I said bang bang. I was out, dude. How did I know? Bro, I said bang bang to you. Yeah, if he come up to bang bang you. I came behind you.
Alright, Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to bang. Just let's go to the next round.
You wanna go talk to the ref?
God damn. They're also like a whole head shorter than the guy that they're trying to like gang up on.
Me too, bro. No, he's just sitting there, dude. What the heck? Call your freaking hit.
Come on, this is a real man sport. Say fucking. Call your fucking hit. You pussy bitch. You pussy
dude,
bitch.
If you're gonna fix your gun, just go back to spawn.
Say that to him. Say that to him. Say that to him.
Not working. Just go back to your spawn.
Man, this guy came up here with a fucking stick. He's got the shotgun out.
Yeah, because you weren't calling your hit, dude. Seriously? Like, what the hell?
I was yelling at you. I was telling you.
Yeah, that's why you go back to your spawn. You never said hit. That's why I kept shooting you. You can't just say stop shooting and say, oh, I'm hit, and you go back to your spawn.
He's making a good point.
Then you can fix it at your spawn, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, I'm hot. It's hot out. Just go back to your spawn, dude.
The weather's bad. You're making me upset. Can you please leave?
Yeah, you didn't call your hit.
Hey, come on. The sun's about to go down. I gotta go home and do homework. Can you please leave?
I'm 20 feet away. How did you
just go back to your spawn, please.
I heard you, but you didn't call your freaking hit.
Yeah. Okay. Can you go back to your spawn?
Yeah, it did.
So you call your hit and you go back to your respawn. If you're not gonna go back to your respawn, I'm freaking shooting you again. Just go.
Is he gonna wait? Is he gonna pop him?
Freaking maroon, like Jesus. Did you hear him call his hit? Did you just lay freaking back down?
In the prime Nino.
Oh frick! Hold on. Make sure he doesn't move up. Like what that? Go back to your spawn. Dude.
Next tier 1 Caesar salad.
Your spawn's way back there.
No, dude, I glanced back. I saw you. Just stay there.
What is happening?
Oh, what the heck? Dude, back off. Chill out. Go back to your spawn.
What are you guys' problem?
Go back to your spawn. What is your problem?
What is this guy doing? He's like a glitched NPC. Just go home. Frick. What the heck? Oh my god, now look what you've done.
Back. What the hell are you freaking doing? You piece of crap.
Oh no.
What the hell is your problem?
Stop shooting at me.
He broke my freaking sight, you piece of crap.
No, you're right. Hey, he opened up as you were walking away. Face.
This is a stark contrast to the last one.
Hey,
who is that?
Hey, dude, chill.
Is that Ben Stiller?
Really identifying tattoo right there on your neck, dude.
I don't give a
sure
fuck.
You want to start
know where I'm
swinging?
from? I'm Sureño right here, motherfucker.
Okay.
You want to fuck with me? Huh? You'll die in a second, bro.
Hey, come
on.
Calm down, guys.
Yeah, you remember the tattoo?
I'm not.
Hey, I'm the one who pointed the gun at you because I was being funny. Fuck you.
Hey.
Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Actually, it was me that did it. I did it.
Neither am I. I'm 30 fucking years old. Good. Guys, I mean, you have to feel. Play. Yeah, exactly.
How tall? It's like every protagonist here is so tall. The guy filming is like 8 feet tall.
I want you to stop me. I will.
That's my guy.
Fuck your guy.
Hey. Off the field, please.
Hey, if you walk away, he'll stop. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, is this guy riding in on horseback? What was that?
Bro, you're out. Hey! Rah! Come on, dude. Just call the hit. Call the hit, bro.
Don't do it. Hey, don't give in to peer pressure. Don't call that shit.
You need to start calling your hits. Seriously. Excuse me? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh boy. Oh god, now it's getting that. Oh!
Yeah, fucking shoot me again. Hey, Rah!
Fucking laser beamed his head. I thought it was gonna be like that scene in Suicide Squad where Will Smith like keeps shooting the head on the target and then like carves a hole through it. This guy's accuracy, he's probably like MVP. He was hitting the same spot on his head the whole time.
Yeah, fucking shoot me again.
Is he aimbotting? God damn.
Are they like gonna shoot me or what the fuck's going on?
I don't know, you guys want to fucking call your hits?
Oof. Oh god, he's coming in hot. What is that, a lawnmower?
I'll beat the fuck out of you, don't touch me. I'll fuck you up. Bring it on. Let it finish. Pussy.
Let's go, you're running.
Alright, now let's punish him for that.
He got it on camera.
Fucking go. What the fuck was that? Dude fucking ran up and fucking
I haven't played Airsoft since I was a kid. Does it not, like, hurt anymore? I remember as a kid it felt like shit. These guys are tanking it. What?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's uncalled for. Yeah, he ran up and pushed my friend.
What's going on? That is a big boy.
Calm down.
Hey, after my guy was dead. Back up. Chill the fuck out, dog.
Calm down.
What is going on?
My guy was dead. He followed him right in the back as you. Yeah, he pushed my friend. Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, this is Jesus Christ. It's like a fucking Polish slapping competition here. Everyone is so big.
30?
Holy shit.
Touch me. That's assault on a minor. Guess what? My dad's a lawyer. Go ahead. Touch
Oh,
me.
he's got you backed against the corner now.
Shut up.
My dad'll sue you.
You shut up.
I don't really care who's in the right or wrong. I'm just here to watch. I mean, I'm not on the side of evil or justice here. I just like to watch. Oh god, it's chaos! It's chaos! The streets are littered with blood!
Dang, man, I've shot you so many times. Dude, you didn't even hit me. Gun doesn't count. Go! Dude, really want me to shut up? Hey! I just meleeed you.
Wait, what? What do you mean you just meleeed you? I didn't see that. What? How did he melee? Do you shout melee? Oh, it's like LARPing? Okay. Okay, so like you say like slash. Tiger slash. Tornado spin. Kick. I remember one time we watched that Airsoft thing where you're in a helicopter and storming a base. I want to do one of those. No, don't calm down. Beat some ass. Beat some fucking ass. I don't care if they're 12 years old. That means their bones will break easier. Let's go. Oh. Oh, this is a full-blown fight. Holy, this ain't Super Smash Bros. Salty Ice Climbers moments anymore. This is a full-blown fight. Man pulled out a tire.
There goes the fun.
You're ruining Airsoft for everybody. You heathens. A lot of testosterone in here.
We don't give a fuck anymore. This game is so...
Dude, what the
Dude, what the fuck? And then it makes like the... Oh! Full auto Airsoft sounds like a computer blue screening.
What the fuck, bro? Stop it! What the fuck are you guys doing? What the fuck, bro? Let go of my gun! No, you're shooting Let go of my gun!
Oh, no one's safe. Oh god, the floodgates are open.
Just put the gun down.
Oh, right in his butthole, come on. He shits from there. Have mercy.
Get off me! He's not gonna air jump everybody! Don't fucking touch my gun again! Stop, man! He shot me first! Hey!
Is there no, like, authority here? Where's the sheriff?
Yes, bitch! Get the fuck off my field! That's what I'm doing!
It is out!
Like, oh my god! Fuck off my field and don't goddamn come back! Fuck off my field and don't goddamn come back!
Yes, sir!
Now you're banned from Airsoft. Was it worth it?
He was the one who shot me first.
He's gotta go.
Yeah, but you're 13.
Hey, guys,
So now you're getting the rap.
What we need right now. Go away.
Let go of me.
Get the fuck off my field.
He's the one who shot me first, you fucking fat retard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get the fuck off my field. Give me your goddamn gun.
Get off!
No! You fucking do that shit again?
Is that Slade from the Teen Titans? Is that a cameo?
You fucking do that shit again, and you're going to goddamn juvie, you fucking kid.
Yeah, he's the one who shot me first, and you guys
Yeah, well, you just fucking shot me!
Yeah, I know! Thanks for telling me, I'm so surprised!
Put your fucking
I shot...
Why would the kid upload this?
Get the fuck off!
Unless the court made him. This is so embarrassing.
Again. Put your barrel sock on.
I don't have a fucking barrel sock.
Then why are you fucking here playing?
There, whoop-de-doo, now get off!
No!
Whoop-de-doo.
Oh my god.
People still say that?
Now, I will walk you out. You're not controlling a gun in my facility.
Get the fuck off!
No.
Stop disrespecting the Power Rangers. Just get off the field.
Fuck off. Because I'm responsible for the safety of everybody here.
No, you're not. This is my property.
Yes, and I'm walking out with you.
Get the fuck off.
Come
Laser
on.
Prime Ultra Spark.
You are leaving.
Get off.
Yeah, so Airsoft Rage kind of goes hard. You weren't wrong. That shit got a little intense. We got a little wacky in there.
Are you rushing all the way around?
It is more Airsoft.
Alright.
What the fuck was that?
What are you doing? What the heck?
Jesus Christ, yeah, they fucking murdered him.
What are you doing?
Dude, what the heck? What?
Yeah, dude, what the heck?
Why are you saying what?
Did you spill all of that guy?
Yeah, he burned my patch. He burned your patch?
What does that mean?
He's a little kid, bro.
No! Back up!
Little kid. Hey, you need to call the cops or something, dude. Want me to walk off? Yeah, get off. I need to talk to you.
What the fuck just happened? What does that mean? Sounds like an adult. He absolutely is an adult. No doubt. What always blows me away is this guy is the only one who was filming here, it seems. I don't see any other, like, GoPros. So he's the only one that could have this footage. He could have just not posted it, but he did anyway. Like, it blows my mind. So what is the story here?
There you go.
So he had a shitty Airsoft team, and the kid Burned his patch on a grill.
So one of the team members found this video, and I think.
Real quick before I continue, what is the age range for airsoft teams? Why is there a 12-year-old boy on a team with the adults? Shouldn't there be like age divisions? Right? You would think? Yeah, goddamn. That I have to imagine is an actual like crime. Doesn't hurt that much. Bro, that's a kid. And he full autos him with whatever expensive tactical airsoft gun that is. It's gonna hurt like a bitch. It has to be like some kind of assault or something. So what's the rest of the story here? Surely there's more to it than that. Now I'm super interested here. Is this accurate? For the people who are watching this years later, the patches were made by his grandma who passed away, and plus the leader of the clan spent almost $1,000 buying the kid equipment and ammo, so basically he burned the patch made by his dead grandma and basically stole $100 worth of stuff from him. So that's like the actual lore, or is that just from the comments? Okay, so they're both assholes. It seems like most of the kids in these airsoft videos are real like big douchebags. That's 2 in a row then, if that's true. That does kind of sound made up though. Like the patches were made by his dead grandma. I don't know if that's like you see that kind of shit like on Reddit when someone's backpedaling. Like the only reason I got mad is because my grandmother actually made my Reddit account name. So when I was insulted for it, I just lost my cool. So I don't know if I necessarily believe that. You've heard of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and even the Darman universe. But there's one that for some reason no one ever really talks about, and it's one that I think is far better than both of those combined. It's the Staples Cinematic Universe. And yes, it is that Staples you're thinking of, the retail store that sells office supplies but is always mysteriously out of the one thing you went to Staples to purchase. Yeah, that place. In 2019, they changed their logo and they wanted to do an over-the-top announcement showing it off to their company and their investors and their employees or whatever. So they did this fucking crazy trailer for it. I swear to God, they had to lay off probably 1,000 workers just to afford it. Sounds like they got Hans Zimmer's working the background track like he does the score for the trailer. It's super goofy. Now, I'm of course exaggerating. It looks more like someone whipped it up in Windows Movie Maker, but the fact that they went this hard, they had like a full conference just to play this trailer, puts a massive smile on my face and a wet spot in my trousers. And I just wanted to show it to you all because I think it's great. That's fucking right, baby. It's Interstellar meets Office Supplies. The ultimate battle between good and evil, coming soon to theaters. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a certified fresh. I'm sorry to keep coming in here and giving you blue balls, but god damn it, I love every fucking second of this. They take the boring, stupid Staples logo, and then they start very slowly bringing the L up until it looks like a staple. And then the big bang happens, the universe is created thanks to Staples, and now it's a journey through space and time, baby. You heard that woman having a heart attack in the front row, losing her mind? Ah! And god damn it, the hype is real! They turned an L into a staple! This is the most powerful standing ovation I've ever seen. People fucking flying out of their chairs. Oh my god! Ah! Staples! Whee! Oh, you came to celebrate! Yeah, Staples! Did you see their new logo? Did you see their new logo? I know, it's a whole fucking staple. I don't know if the people were paid to, like, get hype about it or not, but I can't imagine someone showing me a logo and me just losing my mind over it, like, oh my god! Yeah, like, that is such a foreign concept, where workers, in particular, would be that excited that their place of employment changed their logo. This whole thing could have just been an email they sent, like, hey, what's going on, Staples fam? Decided to change our logo, here it is. Alright, have a good weekend. You know, like, it would have been that easy, but instead they went the extra mile. They brought everyone together for this little, like, 2-minute trailer here for what seems to be, like, a pretty standard logo. It's just a staple and then the word Staples next to it. It's not like, you know, an innovation or, you know, a renaissance of logo or design or anything. It's pretty simple.
Okay, everyone, there you have it. Here's what I love about it. First, this new typeface modernizes our brand, and yet it's also a nod to our past. The font is actually inspired by the original typewriter font.
So then they invite a bunch of people up on stage, like, hey, it's all thanks to you that this is possible. It's coming out of your paychecks. Yeah, let's fucking go. Then the fart smelling begins, like, oh yes, actually the font comes from Leonardo da Vinci's forbidden text, his scriptures, we copied it, and, well, the staple is, of course, symbolic of our creation. You just wouldn't get it, I understand. I genuinely love this shit when people make a big deal out of nothing, and then get, like, super excited over nothing. I think it's a lot of fun. Like, this is the biggest nothing burger to celebrate, like, hey, my new company's got a new logo, or my company's got a new logo. Woo, like, what do you expect me to rip my shirt off and start twirling it over my head? Like, oh my god, this is the best moment of my fucking life. I get to go to work per usual, but the logo up top is different. Ah, finally, my prayers are answered. You know, like, I don't know what they wanted from this besides just, I don't know, like, real goofy environment. It's kind of like when Walmart had the whole we are Walmart thing, where they tried to get everyone hyped by doing like a We Are Walmart chant before opening on Black Friday or something. I don't know, it just seems weird.
The staple icon is simply representing who we are. And as you'll see, the icon can be used as a standalone with confidence. It represents so much of who we are and who we will be to our customers. We hope you love it too. Please, everyone, follow us now to the brand showcase on either side of the trucks. Enjoy your dinner, enjoy your teammates, and this beautiful environment.
Thus concludes the Super Bowl of logo reveals. Like I said, I love it. I think it's great. I like to see people happy, and you know, if they're really that excited about it, all power to them. But man, what a weird thing to get that excited over, like a logo change. But anyway, I just wanted to share this because I thought it was super over the top. I haven't seen anything really like this before. So I thought it would be fun to share with all of you. That's about it. See ya.